Hi, my name is Elena, and last year I went to Nintendo Live in Seattle by myself. Today I'm going to be giving you some tips and tricks and also what to expect if you are going to Nintendo Live in Australia 2024. Now, every Nintendo Live might be different, but these are some very general things that I think helped me out when I was at the convention. So how signing up to get tickets to this event worked was they online went and said, here, sign up for this raffle with your Nintendo account. If you wanted to bring multiple people with you, you either each had to sign up individually or you had to go onto a Nintendo family plan and sign up under the family plan. I went by myself, so I just signed up under my own Nintendo account. And then once you sign up for the raffle, you are entered and winners are randomly chosen. So even if you signed up the day that they announced it, it doesn't guarantee that you will get a ticket, so I consider myself very lucky that I got a ticket. Entry was completely free, and everything inside the event was completely free. You did obviously have to purchase the merchandise and any food or drink that you wanted. So the event started at 10 a.m. and I actually got there at 9 a.m. to line up. This was because I really wanted to make sure that I got to the Animal Crossing booth because I was just really looking forward to that, and I had assumed that the line was going to be crazy long. So I got there an hour early. I walk in, there's already a ton of people there all waiting in line. They handed me a goodie bag with a bunch of stuff in it, like the tote bag. There was a paper Princess Peach crown, some pins, a little coin, some Mario Wonder things because Mario Wonder was about to come out at the time I went to Nintendo Live, and also some stickers and a map of the event. They also had some signs that showed all of the merchandise they were selling for each of the different franchises like Animal Crossing, Zelda, Mario, Pikmin, and more. So after waiting in line for an hour to get into the event, you do have to go through security really quick and easy, just go through the scanners. And then once I walked in, it was this giant room and everyone was so excited and all of the employees were there and they were hyping everyone up, and it was a really sweet moment, honestly. I booked it to the Animal Crossing booth, and when I got there, I just could not believe that it was real. I mean, I had seen pictures and things, but I was like in shock. Tom Nook and Isabelle were there greeting everybody that came up to the booth, and I instantly got in line. I think I remember one of the employees saying, "It's a good job you came here first because this line gets really long." I did not go on the first day of the event. I don't remember what day I went on, probably the second or the third day. So that's probably why the employee knew that the line got really long. So the first thing I did was I met Isabelle and Tom Nook, and this interaction was honestly so sweet and something that I will never forget. Isabelle was so enthusiastic and definitely fits the personality that I feel Isabelle really has in the games. And I feel really bad. This is kind of an iconic moment if you follow me on social media, but I neglected Tom Nook by accident for like 2 seconds. I was just so overwhelmed and focused on Isabelle that I just turned my back on him, and I feel really bad, but this video is so sweet and I love this moment. The rest of the Animal Crossing booth was so adorable. They had the trees from the game. They also had a little stump with a campfire. They had some of the tools from the game, a bridge that goes over water, and an Animal Crossing tent as well. Not only that, but they did also have an amiibo station. So if you brought your Switch with you, you could scan in any amiibo that you wanted and have someone visit the roost or whatever else you can do with amiibos in Animal Crossing. After I went to the Animal Crossing booth, the Pikmin booth was right across the way, so I went over to the Pikmin booth, and there was no one there, and they didn't have like Pikmin costumes that you could meet, but they did have a statue with Oatchi and the red, blue, and yellow Pikmin. So the employee very kindly took a video of me walking across and took some pictures, and it was a very sweet moment. At the Pikmin booth, they also had a station where you could Dandori battle someone, either a friend that you came with, or because I went by myself, I Dandori battled one of the employees. I don't think I have any picture or video of this, but honestly, it was really fun, and I did win all of the Dandori battles, just saying. After that, I had saw that KK Slider was out at the Animal Crossing booth, and so I went back over and waited in line. It did actually kind of mess up a little bit because the characters are only out for like 10 to 15 minutes. They are not out for very long, and they rotate very frequently. So I did end up getting back in line. KK Slider left, and I had just told the employee, hey, I already met Tom Nook and Isabelle. Is it okay if I wait for KK Slider to come back? They were totally okay with that, and they just let me stand off to the side, and KK Slider came back not that long later, and so then I was able to meet him, and again, the employee took video and pictures of me, and it was a very, very sweet interaction, and KK Slider is just so cool, so I really enjoyed that. After that, I literally I saw Kirby coming out of the same place that KK Slider was coming out of, and this Kirby costume is something else. I don't know how the person inside the costume was able to walk, but honestly, it was just so funny, and everyone would always cheer whenever Kirby would come out because he has to waddle his way over to his booth. So like I said earlier, all of the characters are really only out for 10 to 20 minutes max. It's not a very long time. When you are going to take pictures, they will probably rush you a little bit because they're trying to get through so many people. And also just be aware that one character might be out when you get in line, but they might go in by the time you get to the front of the line, and it might be a different character. So you have to be really strategic with how you're timing things. For example, when I went to go meet the Pokemon, I wanted to meet both Pikachu and the Paldea starters. They came out in 2 separate groups, so I had to be really strategic with my timing. Basically, I got in line for Pikachu, and then I waited for Pikachu to leave, and then I got back in line. I didn't get back in line while Pikachu was still out because the lines were moving pretty quickly because, you know, they're kind of rushing you, to be honest, but I get it. I don't blame them for that. So the line moves pretty quickly. So once the character leaves, if the next one you want to see is coming out, just get back in line, and most likely the timing will work out. And if not, you can either get back in line again or ask the employee if you can stand off to the side and just wait a little bit for the next character to come out. Next, I went to the Kirby booth, and this booth was so cute. It was decorated with Kirby and the Forgotten Land statues and all of the other things. They had a bunch of the Kirby costumes, they had the Kirby car, they had a Waddle Dee, and it was super cute. And again, the employee was so nice and took pictures of me with each of the different things. That's one thing that I really want to emphasize here. If you are going by yourself, because getting tickets and coordinating with people could be a little bit hard, the employees are so nice. They were so enthusiastic. I left the convention center just feeling so like happy and fulfilled because everybody there was so kind to me. So don't worry if you're going by yourself and you're worried about, you know, asking people to take a picture of you or asking for directions or any of that. All the employees were so incredibly kind. After this, I went to the Super Mario Wonder booth, and this is where I got to play a sneak preview of the Super Mario Wonder game. People at Nintendo Live were some of the very first people to play Super Mario Wonder, and I was one of them, and I'm still very grateful for that opportunity. Basically, you go and there was a long line, and then you walk up and you got to play a little short level of Super Mario Wonder. Because I was by myself, I was just paired with a few other people, and again, they were super nice, and we had a great time. We discovered the elephant functionality. It was a whole thing, and it was so much fun. And then the photo op here was so cute. They had the pipes, they had the elephant, and honestly, I just really loved it. I did also meet a few Splatoon characters. Now, I don't know if it will be the same at the next Nintendo Lives, but the Splatoon booth wasn't really all that much, in my opinion. They had an Inkling and then like a Splatoon character. I don't know anything about Splatoon, but they just had them like rotating coming out, and honestly not that many people were like getting pictures with them. I felt kind of bad, but I got pictures with both of them and I thought they were super cute. But They didn't really have that much Splatoon. To be fair, I don't think the Splatoon 3 DLC was out at this point. So that's probably why they didn't have that much Splatoon stuff. When I was waiting in line for Pokemon, they had all of the consoles and all of the games that were on each of those consoles, and I thought this was such a cute touch. It was really nostalgic and just really cool to see like how Pokemon has evolved, no pun intended, over the years. When I met Pikachu, he had the absolute best energy, as all Pikachus do. He was just so cute and just so energetic, and I love that. And then, like I mentioned earlier, I just got straight back in line for the Paldea starters, and they were also super cute. And again, I want to emphasize, the employee was so nice, and they took so many photos, and for me, I need options, okay? Like, what if I'm blinking or something? So they will take a ton of photos. After that, I was able to play a few other games. The first one was Disney Illusion Island. They had a demo for that, so I played the demo for that. And I forgot to mention, but after you played the demo for some of the games or did some of the activities, they would give you a pin or a sticker or something of that nature, and it was all completely free. So when I played Disney Illusion Island, I actually got a little pin, which was really cute. They did also have an orchestra perform, I think a song from Zelda, and then maybe Mario as well. You had to sign up to get a seat for those, and I did not sign up in time, but you were able to hear it like no matter where you were in the convention center. So if you don't end up getting a seat for those, don't worry, because you can still hear it at least. After that, I also went and played some Just Dance, and again, I was by myself, so I just went against someone else who was by themselves, and they let you pick from a list of songs, and then you just did the Just Dance level. That was really fun, but the line for that does take a little while because people have to go through the Just Dance. Once I had played a few demos, I went over and noticed that Mario was out, so I got in line and was able to meet Mario, and he was very sweet. After I met Mario, I had noticed that there was this giant Lego Bowser, and it actually moved. So they had a photo op here where you could go and you could act however you wanted, and Bowser would like move in the background, and it was a really cool photo op. A lot of people were like running from him, and honestly, I felt so awkward. I didn't really know what to do because I was by myself. So I did the running too, but I looked like an idiot doing it. So take what you will with that, but it was a really cool photo op idea. They also had a Splatoon-like wall where you could go and you could write things on it or draw on it or color on it, which I thought was nice. After I did the Bowser photo op, I went over and saw that Luigi was out, so I met Luigi as well. Once I had done all of that, I had kind of done pretty much everything that was in the room, and to recap, that was I met Tom Nook and Isabelle, did the Animal Crossing photo op, did the Animal Crossing amiibo scan-in, met KK Slider, I met Kirby, I met Pikachu, I met the Paldea starters, I met Mario and Luigi, and I played like 3 different demos and did a bunch of other photo ops that maybe weren't as big as meeting a character, but I did a lot. I was in there for so many hours. And then I noticed on my way out that they actually had characters right outside the entrance as well. So I also got to meet Yoshi and Peach. And this was kind of the same thing. I just had to time when each of them came out and just kind of wait around until I could get in line. I did also buy merchandise. I actually bought a lot of merchandise. And the way that they had this set up was they had the merch booth inside, and then you would get in line and wait. And by the time I went to go get merch, the line was atrocious, and then they had us waiting outside, but then it started raining. So they were like, okay, we'll give you a number, come back at this time, and then you can get back in line inside. So they didn't make anyone wait outside, which again, like, top tier customer service, okay? Like, I was just thrilled that I didn't have to wait outside in the rain for an hour. So I kind of just like stood around for a while, just went on my phone, because at that point, again, like, I had done pretty much everything. And then once it was my time to get in line, I got in line. They had people with like clipboards with pieces of paper, and you kind of had to decide what you wanted beforehand. They have like signs with like every merch piece, and you had to decide what you wanted beforehand. And then once you got up to the person, you say, okay, I want this, 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 and this. And then they handed that paper to the people working the merch booth. The people working the merch booth would go in the back, they'd get everything that you wanted, and then you would pay for it. They did have some free posters, but I actually forgot to grab mine. I left them at the counter, and I'm still mad about that to this day. But I ended up getting way too much stuff. I got some stuff from my brothers, and then I also got pretty much every single Pikmin merch item that they were selling. They also had the Roost merch items, but because I already had most of them, I didn't buy those. But they just had so many options, which is so awesome, and I really wish that they would just open a Nintendo store in Seattle. Like, why? At the end of the day, I had so much fun at Nintendo Live, even though I went by myself. Like I said, all of the employees were so hype and so enthusiastic and so kind. They complimented me a lot. Like, honestly, it was so much fun. I would 100% go again. If you're not someone who's really into meeting characters and taking pictures and doing photo ops, this event might not be for you. If you have kids, definitely take them, because I think that it is a great event for kids. I'm a kid at heart, so I had a ton of fun. Something else that was just really cool was being able to play that Mario Wonder demo ahead of literally everybody else in the world. Like I said, every Nintendo Live will be different, so, you know, they're probably not gonna have the Mario Wonder demo at the next one. Who knows what they will have. But overall, I rate my experience 10 out of 10. I highly recommend. I had so much fun, and I would 100% do it again. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts and your comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It really helps me out. And also follow me on my other socials. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!